What's going on, everybody? It's the PR. I am me, coming back at you guys with another episode of the Prime Nostalgia Podcast. And this week, I am here with Leon Frierson. How are you doing, man?
Man, I'm feeling blessed. You know what I'm saying? As blessed as possible. And man, you the prime man, bro. I've been using that moniker as well, but yeah, you got that though.
Hey,
What's up though,
I,
man? How's everything going for you? How you feeling?
other than being in the house bored, I am good. If you guys don't know Leon, he's most notably on All That. What were you in, like, what, the third, fourth
I was
season?
on all
And
that
sixth,
fourth season, four
fourth
through
season.
six.
Yeah,
I
okay,
went through
okay.
the 100 show, so a lot of big moments when I was on there. You know, we still had Kenan and Kel, so I'm still with the OG cast. You know, yeah, seasons 4 through 6.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Let me try to remember. You had Kenan, you had Kale, you had Josh,
And we talking right
Amanda.
now. We talking season 4 right now, right?
I'm just talking about. I'm trying to
All
think
my
of
years.
all season
Mm-hmm.
4 through 6.
All right. Yep.
Okay. So Kenan and Kale, Josh,
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Bynes,
Mm-hmm.
Christy.
Heavy hitter.
Uh,
Yep.
um,
You had Christy on the show. I seen that.
yeah, I did. Gabriel Iglesias. I'm assuming he's on season 6, right?
See, look, your memory might be better than mine, because yeah, I'm not sure what season. It's either 5 or 6, but yeah, probably 6.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh,
I don't want to.
you missing
I
a
am missing.
big name, bro.
Danny.
Huh?
Danny, was he in your season?
Oh yeah, Danny. Yeah, Danny
Yeah.
was there. I was
Nick
thinking bigger
Cannon.
than that, but not. Yeah, Nick Cannon. There you
Yeah.
go. That's the guy right there.
I was trying to remember all people from the intros. I love the intros. We'll get into that later, but I was just trying to take a guess.
But hey, shout out to Danny too. He taught me bass guitar when I was a kid. That's my guy right there. So
Whew. All that. When you were, like, not to say that you weren't young, but when you first heard about all that, were you watching the show and then you, like, just wanted to be on it? How
absolutely,
that come?
yeah, it was absolutely. So like, I think before I might have. It's like maybe when I first was getting into acting, because I started acting when I was about 7. I was on the show by the time I was 10, and
Okay.
so like the show I think was just on. I think I was in second or third grade, bro, and I have a journal entry about being on that show on me. I cannot find it. I'm gonna find it. No, I'm probably not gonna find it, but I have a journal entry about loving the show and wanting to act. Right, um, so yeah, I have been watching the show with the original cast. I actually knew Angelique Bates before I got on the show. She wasn't on any of my seasons, but I didn't know her from like acting in LA, just being out in LA. So yeah, it was kind of a goal of mine, you know, and probably the main reason why I got the roles, to be honest.
Were you one of the youngest cast members? Do you know?
Yeah.
Because I think maybe before you was Katrina Johnson, and she was maybe,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe 13, probably younger.
And Amanda was about
Yes,
close to my age,
yes,
but I was
yes.
like 3 months, I think, younger than Amanda. I think she's April and July, something like that.
Okay.
So I think she was the youngest at her time, and then I was the youngest at my time.
Do you have any, like, just any, yeah, I don't know, stories from whether it's a producer or a writer or anything, just coming up with characters, anything?
You know what? I mean, to be honest, my memory is terrible. We had a lot of stories that probably came out of the schoolroom, bro. Because
Uh,
one person that we didn't talk about yet, and he was a cast member too, is Mark Saul. And
yes, Mark
so
Saul, yes.
so me and him got real tight. I was on the show, I think a season before him. So like, you know, I was showing him the ropes in some ways, and he was teaching me a lot. He was a little older than me, and
Mhm.
so you know, we had a lot of basket. We got a lot of hoop stories out there. Danny Tamborelli trying to get out there and hoop. Like I told you, he taught me the bass guitar. That was probably the most notable thing
Okay.
in school for me. And then we also had a real cool like research teacher that was like played bass guitar as well too. He used to wear like rings on his finger. I thought he was like some cool white boy and shit. Like, but I was just so young. I was just happy to eat McDonald's, man. I used to order like, hey, just give me the 20 piece, right? Like it was like living like a king from where I was from. You know what I'm saying? Like we struggle, So being up there, it was just always good times, bro.
So when they said we're gonna do Leroy and Fuzz,
Mm,
was it just like when they write stuff for Leroy and
mm-hmm.
Fuzz? Was it more of a we're gonna write this and then maybe if you guys play off each other, it could work, or was it just more just
Oh
strictly
yeah,
off the script?
we was to the script, bro. Like we made it
Ah,
look like it was. We made
uh,
it look improv, and but obviously I would say though, like I grew up doing I grew up doing a lot of onstage plays and improv, So I
yeah,
would mess up, like, cause that was basically like a whole mono. It was just me and the puppet. So, and I was so young, you know what I'm saying. So there are times when I did ad lib and it would stay in for sure. But we was professional, bro. I could deliver a script. So we was out there like really trying to get it right, which was hard though in front of live audiences. So there is like there's always elements at play because like when you're snatching off Fuzz and like he just don't stay in your hand the way you thought, you might do a little shake, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you might have to pick him up with your left hand and throw him out. Like, so it was like, there was always those live elements that delivered some magic for sure.
yeah. That's why I only say that because like a lot of shows, of course, they like to stay to the script, but then sometimes just things that don't go off the script is sometimes better than what they wrote down. That's why I only
Mm-hmm.
asked.
But I would say like I would do that with maybe my looks for sure and like
Okay.
my facial reaction, but at my age and time, I think they just wouldn't give me that liberty. Like with Kel, yeah, they was giving it to him.
Well, yeah,
They was giving Kenan. Just think about Kenan with PRS Cargo. Like, come
yeah,
on, bro.
yeah, yeah.
He was saying a different line every time for sure. So, like, yeah, if I think I would have been older and more in my comedic like nature, but to me, like, I came in more like being able like to be professional as a very young voice. You know what I'm saying?
Just
So
very good.
that was my strength at that time.
So I just want to quickly go with this because I went over this with the past all that guests, and I just gotta, I guess, keep the tradition going. All that intros. Do you have a
Mm.
favorite other than the ones you were on, or you just gonna say the one that you were in?
Hey, cause we had the dapper gear, bro, and I had the hat. I kind of killed that, bro. Like I'm still getting the looks from that. No, man.
Nah, I think everybody killed it on that.
Yeah,
Whatever season that was, probably season 4 or something.
yeah,
That's probably
that was
one of the
strong.
best intros.
I'm usually gonna just default to the original most, cause yeah, it was so iconic. But yeah, just them jumping on the trampolines
Yeah,
and being in. They were outside playing handball, right?
yeah, yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, best scene ever.
It
That
just
was so fire, bro.
intro is what made people want to be on the show because of how fun it looked.
Yeah.
Even though the show did look fun, but the intro just screamed fun and this person's personality, which I liked.
And then we could get into this like that's and the vibe of the being on set because I know we probably will get into that.
Yeah,
It holds true to the to the intro and the vibe that you get, like as far as the staff that they work is very diverse staff and real hip-hop crowd, and obviously we have musical guests, so
yeah,
everyone there is like into the culture there, you know what I'm saying? Like as much as people, people may have their gripes or whatever, but it's culture driven, so it's always proud to be part of it from that sense as well,
yeah,
just
yeah.
the overall vibes.
I still gotta say though that when y'all wore them suits, that I
Yeah.
cannot say
Hey,
enough.
I had the bald head. Yeah, I might bring that back. The Kobe baldy, but yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah, ours was clean too. I mean, obviously ours was the more. We had ours like Swarovski diamond out, bro. Like
yeah,
star
yeah.
studded or something.
That silhouette or whatever that is iconic just for
Hmm.
that. Oh, I don't even know if I should put this. Smile. This is a small damper. I might as well just
Oh
get it
no,
out the
put it
way.
out there. We could.
Nah, nah. I might as well. You had on your season,
mm,
Kobe Bryant.
mm.
Do you remember anything from that time when he was in?
Oh, bro, I'm a Laker fan, man. I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
Hey, I was a Laker fan then. Yeah, I used to run around with Nick Van Exel jerseys and Shaq jerseys. Shaq was always my favorite. Still to this day, still my favorite. But I'm looking at Kobe memorabilia right now. Um, I might have to hold the full story because of how it went, and I'm not even trying to be out there like that. So all I said is I got my jersey signed, and I'm happy. He signed a jersey for me, and I got it. I got it hanging up on my wall. So
All right.
that's my guy, Big Code. All I didn't get a picture. I'm sad about that. Um, but Kobe's a megastar, man. So just being in his presence is just wow. I definitely saw him, met him. Cool. I mean, he's cool as a cucumber, right? Kobe, that's Kobe, bro. God
Wow.
bless him. God bless him in the film, like, and yeah, God bless Kobe, man. Kobe forever. LA forever.
Yeah, just wanted to say that because he was on the show and he kind of had like a memorable part when you talk about all that, but just had to show respect to the legend. So
And in general, like I would say, like a big part of him, like getting on the show, I think was like, maybe I shouldn't put that out there, but like Nick Cannon and Brandy and like Kobe and like Ray J, their whole relationship around
mhm,
the show, I think made it very natural for him to come on because Brandy had spent some time up there, and she's just an LA girl too. They just LA people, and like that's my time, so it wasn't that shocking at the time for me. Like, and I didn't even look at him as that big of a star, cause Shaq and probably Nick, But Magic, Magic is that man. So he owned the whole city, and
yeah, right.
I met Magic a few times as well. Spent some time around Magic. So, but not to put any that it was just the timing of it that I didn't lose my mind when Beyonce and Destiny's Child was up there either. So I wish I could get those moments back, to be honest. So, because I would have been crazy, I would have did it way different now. But that just also speaks to my age. I was 10, 11 years old, and I really not even in a lot of ways knowing the opportunity that was in front of me. So
Some people don't until they miss the person going. They like, oh, I could have said this or I could have did that. So I
mm-hmm.
mean,
So just speak up when you see it. When you see me, holla.
switching gears, we got to talk about some '90s Nickelodeon, just some '90s TV in general.
Mm.
Just real quick, I just want you to say what was your like go-to show?
Yeah, so I figured this was coming up, bringing this is the Prime Nostalgia podcast. So I had to go look back because I was a '90s Nickelodeon kid, and bro, it's some heat
Real
up here. Like
figurative.
it's some heat. But I would say after looking at the list, obviously we're gonna exclude all that. That one was that's a given.
Okay.
But
Then
bro, I'm gonna go Wienerville.
oh, cool. Okay. We haven't got that one before.
Hey, Wienerville was fire. Clarissa Explains It All was
Oh,
fire.
oh, okay.
And so I like that. And then on the cartoon side, oh wait, there was Pete and Pete. I forget what was Kablam, bro. I remember watching
So
that, but
Bland was a cartoon of I don't know what they were, but it was like a little cartoon.
so yeah, I'm gonna just roll with the easy one. It would be close between Hey Arnold and Doug, but Doug,
Okay.
yeah, Doug is fire. So I mean, Skeeter, he's supposed to be black, he's just blue, right? So I don't know, like
Yeah, I was
I
like,
don't know,
I don't know about that one.
but that's why I like Hey Arnold a little more because it's more progressive. If I'm going top three, I'm gonna say, ooh, Clarissa might be first, bro, and
Okay.
then Doug, then Wienerville. Wienerville's a special
Okay.
shout out. That was just like the guilty, like the guilty pleasure. That and like what was the Ren and Stimpy? That was some
Yeah, Ren and
nasty
Stimpy
shit.
was very good too.
Yeah, that one was.
But
I see. That was good. Actually, that one.
I didn't think Ren and Stimpy was supposed to be on Nickelodeon, but we'll pass
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that was fire though.
I mean, mine is the same answer every time. It might be biased, it might not be, but when I think of '90s Nickelodeon, I think of Kenan and Kel. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's just me being biased.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, I'm maybe.
No, no. What do you mean, bro? No,
I mean,
that's probably.
it's just comedy. It's just two black people on the show starting the show. Some of the jokes I understand more than maybe a Clarissa or something. Is more
Mm-hmm.
you know more things relating to this side.
I no, I 100% understand that. So I'm thinking more because I'm gonna be honest. I think once I started getting on the show, I probably stopped watching TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wasn't watching as much TV. So most of my memories watching Nickelodeon were probably before. So Clarissa, it was just on before.
Yep.
Like with Blossom, you know, it was putting all that stuff like girls just reading, reading their whole family basically. That's all they was doing. But Kenan and Kel, obviously, bro, like you know, those is like big bros. So
Yeah.
um, that's the reason why I wanted to be on all that. Looking at Kel, you know, looking at Kenan. I'm just like I was just like I feel like I was just like both of them when I was a kid, for sure. Like I wanted to be, for sure. That had to be part of it, you know. How could it not be? So
Just
that pretty much it, they are the face, I would say, if you know. But I would also give them 2000s though too, because it's they're like all that in Keenan and Kel were in both. They were in both decades, so
yeah. Yeah.
they kind of, that's why I guess I was thinking, I think earlier Nickelodeon, because like Hey Dude and or even Wild and Crazy Kids, bro.
Ah, Wild and Crazy Kids.
Remember
Yeah.
that was Omar Gooding? Was that Omar
Yeah.
Gooding?
Omar getting gets a lot of gets a lot of praise on this show. You know,
Bro, that he's fire, bro. He's classic.
he's been a
And
smart
also, you
guy.
know, I'm
He's
looking at
cool.
My Brother and Me,
Yep.
Cousin Skater. So My Brother and Me, everybody wanted. I was just a bad little wannabe kid, just like you know, just like the kids on My Brother and Me. That's all they used to cast back then. But yeah, bro, yeah, there's a lot of classics when it comes to the '90s, especially Nickelodeon. But like, yeah, what you just said, would you just bring up?
Now I'm just saying like how they, you know,
I
more. I
thought you said
feel like they
Smart
have.
Guy. No.
No, I was talking about Omar Good. Yeah, talking about smart guy in
Oh, he was on Smart Guy.
hanging with Mr. Cooper. He's
Right.
yeah.
Oh yeah. He's got a resume, bro. I used to see. Yeah, I used to see. You know, when we was auditioning, definitely used to see all those guys. So I wish you know, same almost same story. Would have got more pictures and hung out more. But they was just the same people you saw every Tuesday and Thursday going in the Fox, going in like. So it, you know, those are good times, man. I'm hopefully I can go through it again. Not even if not for myself, maybe if our kids want to go through it because it's exciting, man. You know, I would treat it a little different if I had the opportunity back, and I could get it back. You know, it's not that hard, but it is a grind, bro. It is a grind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe it. Seriously,
Mm-hmm.
all these stories I hear, they say it's not easy. It's a crime, but if you want to do it for fun or you want to do it like you gotta love it. You gotta have a passion to actually do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I lost that a long time ago. At
It,
least to
it
be
be like
running
that.
around auditioning, bro. They be running around, bro. They be sending you, oh, can you come back in just to we just want to see you. What? You already know what the fuck I do, girl. You didn't how many times I didn't see you, Robbie Reed or whatever these casting directors were like, I know you.
Can you come
Why
back
do you
in
need to
just
see
wearing a
me?
blue shirt?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we just want to see you with some boots on. And then what?
And can you
Nah.
put this mask on just to see? We just want your nose and the area above your nose. Yep, right there.
You
Yep,
don't got a
okay.
tailor over there? Like, yeah, I can fit it. Like, what? You want me to stop eating cheeseburgers? Just tell me that. Just keep it real. God
Uh,
damn, grow my hair out or cut it. Like, can you just cut your like? Maybe they just don't like how you look that day. You know, it'd be crazy shit, bro. Like,
sometimes it be like that. Sometimes I've heard stories of people getting full haircuts or something because they thought some, they didn't like them and came back and lost the role because they cut their hair or they did
yeah,
something. Yeah, so
hmm yeah.
it's a
That's
process.
why you know. Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm about to hit these stages, but yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit, then we're gonna go back. You guys did and all that panel. You kind of got to see most of a lot of all that cast members. How was that for you, if you remember how it was?
This was you must be I think Comic Con maybe
I
five,
think
6 years ago.
maybe
Was that
2013.
something like yep. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was probably that was one of my first times like getting back together with the cast like as an adult, because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
skipped a lot of years out of the industry. Like I said, between the ages of like 16 to 23, 24, I was just running the streets wild, having fun, working here or there, dancing, rapping, just doing whatever I wanted to do at that time, right?
Hmm.
And so that was like, yeah, one of the first times getting back with the cast, and I had anxiety. I would say just about, just living up to the showmanship of me or whoever I thought I was, right? So it was just fun, man. Just so it was just a humbling experience getting back in front of fans, and then having them embrace you. Obviously, you have that, and then there's the second phase of just realizing that hey, you belong here, and hey, you're just as talented as a Josh Server or a Kel or Lori Beth or whoever, right? So, and just realizing that you belong. So that was and then I took some more time, and then I just started going back to work and having. I got two kids now, but that's a whole nother story. But no, I would say with yeah, those would probably be the two top highlights of just getting back to a Comic Con and then embracing the fans. It's just fun, man. Being around the cast, they're all just the same way I remember them, and they're cool people. And the way we interact with fans in general, like as a group, is dope, man. Because we're used to doing that. We had live shows, so we know how to have a party wherever we go. I would say that. So
Yeah.
anytime you want to see the cast, hey, I need to be at the next Comic Con. Don't be leaving me out no more, motherfuckers. Hit me up. So, but nah, that's I'm always down to do some more, and I can't wait to do it more in the future.
Y'all did do y'all did do something for the opening of the Good Burger pop up. I remember. I believe you was there. I'm not trying to
Yep,
talk
yep.
you out. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, no,
Okay.
that yeah. Don't be don't have me out here sobbing again. No, like nah, they didn't hit me for that. Nah, they did hit me for that one. So and to be honest, they do hit me up. Like I said, I did a lot of dodging as well too. So that's probably why they stopped hitting me up at some point. But everyone's been real good about reaching out and being responsive. So no complaints or anything there. I was just making jokes. But yeah, the Good Burger pop up is
Yeah.
was fun as hell, bro. Sinbad was there too, on top of the
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
cast. And the Angelique, I love seeing Angelique with the whole cast and her kids, and the homie Corday chasing the bag. That's the team right there. He brought me up a painting up there, which actually I have an announcement about that later on, and Kenan and
Okay.
Kel, so I'm gonna
Okay.
do that towards the end.
All
But
right.
so I got Good Burger pop up. So yeah, once again, almost the same feeling because they had us answering questions about all that, holding the mic, and shortly after that, I started doing stand up. So it was
Okay.
once again just good getting back in front of the crowd. That was probably the first time. So in 2013 or whatever
Yeah.
you said, I didn't have no kids. And then this was the first time. Now I had two kids. So and I had both my kids with me. They like to see me interact, and they look like they show interest in like entertainment and stuff. So in fact, they just want to show. They just want to look cute in front of the cameras. That's it. They just want to take pictures because they think they mama put it in their head that they son, but they are for sure. But yeah, so that was my first time having the kids around the cast, and like I said, maybe a month later, um, I had visited the new cast. So yeah, Good Burger Papa was dope. The food was good, and I made some relationship with the dude that does the pop ups, Eric Berry or something like
Okay.
that. Hey, whatever that guy's name is, you know who you are. But he's got a new pop up right now. I think that's popping. He's real big on nostalgia. So yeah, it's always good. I always try to link with people that like the '90s and 2000 nostalgia, and
Oh,
that's why I'm
right
here.
person.
So
Yep.
yeah.
You just maybe bring up a question now. Speaking of
Mhm.
pop ups, what fictional restaurant from a movie or a show you would like to see have a pop up?
Bro, the scene from Five Heartbeats, right after they
Oh,
right after they the first talent show, I think he signed them, right? The when they
yeah,
first get
yeah.
their manager, they approach him in that blue restaurant, and it's got that slow music playing. Ooh, put that one on right there. Or I was gonna say that they do hit a restaurant in the South too, but that would be a way different one. So no, let's not do that. But yeah, when they get signed, they all got on the mink coats, right? And they
Yeah.
sweating after the
Okay.
performance.
Okay.
Yeah, let me be one of those guys.
I mean, I'm such a TV person. Like, if I wanted a pop up restaurant for something that'd be real, I'll probably go with the oh my god, I forgot what it's called already from Toy Story. I forgot what it's called. What like it was like an
Oh,
arcade, the Pizza Planet. That's
a
what it's
Pizza
called.
Planet. Oh, then bro, come to
Yes,
Disneyland, bro. I do that
just
all the time.
well, I'm talking like a actual like just oh my god.
Just have it fully on point. What
Yeah,
Disneyland I'm telling
yeah,
you is not bad, bro. But because that's honestly a big way I consume nostalgia now. Me and my kids, we didn't have annual passes the last 3-4 years, so that shit is just fun, bro. So yeah, I get a lot of Toy Story and Pizza Planet nostalgia, and they switching up the recipes every month, like new themes from Toy
Yeah.
Story. So it's
Do they
always some
switch up?
fire.
Do they switch up a lot, like a lot of different things in Disney? Or is it kind of like the
Bro, it's
same,
different. Yeah,
but
no,
different
it's
experience?
different
Oh,
every time you go.
no shade to Orlando Universal, but Universal has been the same. Since I can remember.
Yeah, I'm planning on making a trip out. I was thinking more yeah, to Disneyland, but yeah, I want to hit Universal as well. But yeah, well, they're building crazy at Disney though.
That's the
They
point.
just got the whole, like, if you go on my IGTV, I got the new Rise of the Resistance ride on there. I've been on all the rides, and so it's crazy. Like every month but they just switch up the food a lot. I would say,
Yeah, they
the
got so much
rides.
stuff.
Yeah, they switch up rides, and then they always have new. They got Disney has so many movies, bro. They always have
It,
new
yes.
3D experiences, and it's always something new every time.
Can't wait for that Marvel universe whatever to open up too. That's
And
gonna be
that's about to come out. Everything's postponed right now, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm super heavy on the Disneyland. Can't nobody fade me in Disneyland actual trivia as far as what's going in the park right now. But
Okay,
maybe,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Nah,
I got the
oh my.
news. I got the news.
Well, so you like a big Disney person, like so you got Disney Plus the first day it came out and all that.
Yeah. I had to,
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't. I'm not gonna say I really rock with their full, like, I can't get behind their their I'm not, yeah, I can't get fully behind it, but having kids, I will say that
Oh, it helps a lot.
we bond. Yeah, we bond over it, and it helps. And yeah, we both, I can appreciate the storytelling by Disney for sure on all levels, and pretty much every movie the storytelling is always on point. So I mean, that's what it's there for. We try to, we obviously try to limit time, but we do Disney themed yoga. So look up some, I think it's called Cosmic Kid Yoga, some crazy stuff. Another shout
Yep.
out.
Okay.
but yeah, more nostalgia. Yeah.
You gotta shout everybody out. Everybody need a shout out nowadays. So that
Hmm.
is good. Speaking of shout outs, shout out to Amy Correa Bell. You know what? Amy, take it away.
Yo, what's up, friends and family? This is Amy Correa Bell, and you're about to tune in and listen to my new single, Supreme.
Back to some nostalgic things. Uh just for the people that don't know, I re- I recently made a TikTok and I did
Mm.
a Temptations thing on there. You commented, so I just want to talk about this Temptation thing. You a big fan of the Temptations movie?
I'm a big fan of Temptations movie. I already mentioned Five Heartbeats, but yeah, in general, I love the Temptations movie. I love the actor Leon.
Yeah,
Obviously, that's my name, and I wanted to be just Leon, but obviously that's his name.
yeah, he
um,
literally just Leon.
so I'm Leon Frierson. I was thinking, I had some complex about my name when I was a kid. I wanted to be Leon Curtis, which is my middle name, but yeah, I don't need to do that no more. But yeah, he's fired. So whenever he's playing David Ruffin,
Yeah,
yeah, and whenever he's giving it to Duck in Five Heartbeats, and he's doing crazy stuff, like, yeah, I'm watching Leon because he's accomplished, above the rim, everything. So, but yeah, no, Temptations movie. I love like the American Dream. I love all those. But Temptations is just classic. I remember, yeah, it came on a VHS. What, three? Isn't it two, three parts?
It's
Master,
two
two
parts.
parts. I had the 2-part VHS. Watched them both on when they came out on TV. Watched them for sure. Recorded them and bought it. So yeah, I was all over the Temptations. At least my mom was, and the music is timeless. So there's no
Yeah.
question about the music and their professionalism over what 40, 50 years. I mean,
Yeah, just
so the only group I put over them is probably the Isley Brothers.
okay,
I
okay.
love the Isleys. Just yeah. So yeah, they fire, bro. Temptations is fire.
Yeah, man. Like I don't. I love biopics when they're done well like this. Like a lot of biopics that come out, they don't really be factual or maybe
Mm-hmm.
take one person's account. But the Temptations story, the Jacksons, those type of stories, they're mm, just are just amazing. So
Yeah, they make great movies. I mean, because they're true. And so
yeah,
sometimes the truth is obviously better than a lie. So just remember that, everybody. Just tell the
yeah.
truth.
And also some people they try to make it for TV, but then they don't do it right.
Like the should we talk about those? Like the Aaliyahs, and was it the Aaliyah one or no?
Yeah,
Or
yes, it was
that one
Delia.
was bad,
Forgot
right?
it
I
too.
tried.
It's okay.
The TLC was alright. It was that one. I
It was
can't remember.
TLC was
It was
actually
okay.
okay, but
It was just the Aaliyah one that was real bad, right? Yeah, I just don't like when they get it wrong, man. Like, just take your time, especially like when they do stuff like don't license the music, and if
yeah,
they didn't get all the rights from the family and the fam, and you know what is always happens, right? The family is working on their own doc, so they trying to rush it out and get out of a more salacious story from the accusers, or I'm not gonna say that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always against the family. So I hate when I see that stuff. But in general, yeah, I love especially stories about our people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's our history, man. Like, that's where
yeah.
we've thrived in American history and entertainment. So and obviously I know about a lot of other things, so don't try to quote me and just but yeah, I know about all of our advances in computer sciences and obviously politics and everything like that as well. But in general, that's where our biggest stories are, or at least the most compelling stories that people like us are interested in. So I love to see those, and maybe it'll be one about me one day, being crazy on the or the whole all that. We could do. I could
Oh,
just
that would
make a
be
little
dope.
appearance in Nick Cannon's. Like
That would be dope.
just throw me in there with a puppet.
Like I mean, for I don't know, as long as I can remember, since Leon did that thing, I always wanted him to do like just a straight up David Ruffin movie. It's like I just feel like it's layers
Right.
behind David that we just didn't even get even. So
And bro, and that it just makes you more now. And I wonder if there's any good David Ruffin documentaries, because it just makes me want to know.
uh,
I'm sure there has
well,
to be. Well, there has to be
there's not
Temptations
a
ones.
documentary on David, but it's one on David and Eddie Kendricks. So
Mm.
that's I send you the link after. You can watch whenever. But yeah, I really enjoy Temptations. Everything about the Temptations, I probably watch, whether it's real Temptations or in the movie. Like
What's your favorite part? So I can
of
jog my memory too.
the movie, my favorite part is I got a lot of different favorite parts, but I like when he sneaks on stage and steals the microphone and sings "Ain't Too Proud."
Right.
Um,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's great.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
that's the best part. You're right. That's the best part.
yeah,
That's the climax of the movie right there. Yeah. Now see, look, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to just remember that one part. So yeah, that's when he was. That was when there was the most stakes as far as either he was gonna take over or the Temptations was gonna X him out, and he was like,
yeah,
I ain't going down like that. So
yep,
that's what makes you love Leon, man, because he plays like he became that character. That's what's crazy about it,
yes,
man.
like literally, figuratively, and like look like him and act like him.
It feels like that was my uncle's like story that I like you just told me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just part of American history, and he's not even the real person. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy,
Another scene I like is when they kick him out and he's like, "Y'all can't do this to me. I'm David
right?
Ruffin." Yeah, Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
and he has that similar thing uh, in um in Five Heartbeats too. When Flash come,
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, nah, bruh. y'all gonna let Flash take it? But that was Eddie Kane. But it was like so that wasn't Leon, but it's like that similar
Yeah.
storyline that's iconic.
I mean, if we, I don't know if you see any newer biopics now, but I like the new edition biopic. I love it. It's
Yep.
very factual. You know.
Yeah, I like New Edition. Seen that one. Didn't Bobby have one?
Yep. Bobby had one. Yep.
Seen that one. I seen obviously everyone's seen NWA, but yeah, the
Yeah.
New
Yeah.
Edition was fire. New Edition.
I
That
think. Well, my bad. I didn't want to cut you off. I'm just saying. I think the NWA one is the one that really put biopics back in the fold of, oh, these can be great.
it got what made that money.
They had great ones, and then like they kind of fell off because they weren't being made as well. And
Mm-hmm.
then NWA came around. They was like, oh, we can actually make money off of these. Okay, let's do it again. So you know,
And then they just put it back in the trash after a while. But that's the power of Ice Cube and Dre, because they made it. They was gonna make sure it's big, so that brought the whole culture back. You just look how many people then ate off that. But the New Edition is the last one I would say too that stepped it up. I watched that. I watched it by myself, watched it with my girl, watched it with my mom. That's how you know it's good, when you could just throw it on at the family gatherings and just keep throwing it on. So
and I
yeah,
like how
that was a fire one.
I like it. I think I personally like it better when the person is like involved, but that can be good and bad because some people
They
be like,
lying. Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Hey, can we talk about Bobby Brown really one more thing? Just him in general, and thin line between love and hate. I
Oh
don't know why, because he had some open shirts, and that's what just made me think of him right then. Like, he had them boots on, like, every scene. He looked like he just came off, like, from the house for sure.
that
Every
probably
scene.
probably what it was.
Yeah, that was a fire movie though.
We could talk about nostalgia all day, but what are some of your like favorite? We talk about favorite movies. What are some of your favorite movies?
Some of my favorites, I would say, it was top. The Wood was probably like
Oh,
one of my
okay,
favorite
okay.
movies. I mentioned Five Heartbeats.
Mm-hmm.
I would say stuff like the Low Down Dirty Shame.
Ah,
Shame.
okay.
I used to love that. So like and obviously like Bad Boys,
Yeah.
Bad Boys One.
Oof. Like,
Like these are movies I used to know every single word to as a kid. Like I love those old comedians like Kenan Ivory Wayans, David Allen Greer,
mm,
Tommy Davidson.
yep.
Obviously Jamie Foxx is from that class. Jamie Foxx show in general. Oh man, that's
You
not even a favorite movie, but just made me think of
basically
Jamie
just
Foxx
just
show.
running down the In Living Color
Yeah,
cast.
In Living Color. Yeah, look, I used to, I actually, story about all that. I actually auditioned um, for all that doing Fire Marshal Bill. So that was Jim Carrey, but yeah, so I'm big fan of In Living Color. All the Homie the Clowns, and what was the guy that was always explaining stuff that was like super, uh,
Yeah. Come on.
super woke, bruh. Like, in fact, I might have to write that down as a character, super woke, bruh. But
Nah,
you
a lot of
know,
good
I,
stuff.
I I love sketch comedy and stuff, but movies, yeah, I would say if I had to say one favorite movie, it might be The Wood, bro.
Okay.
Stacy,
Okay.
when he got knocked out, I know every single word to that movie, and
I go all over the place. I go to the 80s, to the
mhm,
90s, 2000s. So yeah, I just like movies in general. So
mhm.
you know, I was just now I was just gonna say we might as well move over into the shows. We could just talk movie shows all day. This like I just like this nostalgia feeling of when you're talking about your favorite show, whatever. It just brings you back to whatever. So I mean, I could talk about that all day.
Mhm.
Uh, aside from the Jamie Foxx show in Living Color, obviously all that. What type of shows were you watching like when you were like in your teen age? Like what was a typical Friday night for you when you wasn't in the business no more?
My prime of watching TV was probably 12, 13. That was
Okay.
probably, I think after that I was a little bit more outside. So, but back then, it was, what was fire. I think it was TGIF, bro. Was
Oh,
fire. TGIF. I think Urkel was on there, right? And then they had
yeah,
the dinosaur show,
yeah.
which was exactly like Family Matters, which is crazy. Because they was portraying us as dinosaurs on there or something like it's crazy. But and then obviously Boy Meets World was fire.
That
Uh,
is my favorite show ever. Honestly, I just got to say it. But
Boy
yeah,
Meets World.
yeah.
Oh yeah. They had some, yeah, it was fire on there, and then the whole concept was just fire. Yeah, so I like that show.
I see. I'm trying to think of what else, because they literally switched it around of the shows here and there and here and
I'm looking at Full House on a picture too.
yeah, yep.
So
Full
that's
House on there.
fire. Yeah, that's fire. Full House, Family Matters, Boy Meets World,
Yeah,
and I like the dinosaurs a lot. Whatever that show was called, that was fire.
like they
Um,
just had different like they had a lot of shows where just like a good Friday night, like for you to just sit there and stay home. Some people will rush home Friday to watch these shows, which I don't want to say I kind of miss, but ain't nobody rushing home to watch no show nowadays.
Hell nah. And like people want to, yeah, they want to binge it all and talk about it all in 1 week, and then that's
Yeah,
the end of the whole show.
yeah.
So it's just like a different feeling now, which I'm fine with it. I'll probably watch more movies now. I probably only watch reality shows, which is sad. It's sad. It's the laugh tracks, bro.
Okay, okay,
It
okay.
makes it so much different because like it's hard to watch like a funny show to me, and then like the laugh track just seems unnatural. I don't know.
I just feel like I tone it out because I don't even recognize the laugh track unless I'm really disinterested in the show.
Yeah, I mean, I can watch the new All That though. Like that's funny. Like that's entertaining. Like I think, but I think it's something about the adults. It just seems disingenuous. I don't know. I'm not sure what it
Mm,
is, but I don't watch any shows though. I'll be
okay.
honest.
I hear a lot
Yeah,
of people say stuff about the adults. They don't like how the adults act in these new shows, or yeah,
because it's
I
fake.
hear that a
Adults
lot.
don't act like that, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
I hear that
they
a lot.
don't. Yeah, but it's cool. Like I could hop back into it, and I could be a what was it with the kid with Blue's Clues? I could see myself doing something like that for kids. At least
Oh, you talking
if you're educating them, I'm
about
down
okay?
with that. It's okay to get out of your character if you're educating kids. So I'm not against TV at all, but it's just nothing that really I put in front of my face, at least, because I try to feel myself. Either I go back. That's why I love nostalgia, or I like to see what's real. I like to watch a lot of documentaries, so
Okay,
I'm interested in
okay.
that for sure.
Just the only thing in this day and age that I'm probably rushing home to watch if I'm not already home to watch is The Last Dance, and that came on yesterday. So
And what's it? Wait,
just
what is that?
the Michael Jordan documentary.
See, look, I don't even have ESPN right now, but I'm about to resubscribe probably to
Oh,
YouTube
come
TV.
on,
So
come on.
I quit sports too, bro. I don't. Well, I was heavy into fantasy football. So once
Okay,
that was over, that's the only time I really watched sports. Basketball, obviously, I was heavy into. It's over right now, but
we almost coming to the end of the road. Uh, can you tell the people where they can find you at before we get on with the next segment?
yeah, man. So on Instagram, I'm a Lee Boy Magic, Leeboy Magic. Um, because I'm the Lee Boy Lit, I think, on Twitter. But yeah, just type in Lee. My Instagram is the main place to find me right now. Obviously on Facebook, just type in Leon Frierson. I don't hide myself anywhere, so you could probably find all my information out there. Not the real information, but you can find my contact information. So if you want to contact me, just Google me. But also IMDb. But number one, find me on Instagram for sure.
Okay, all right. Recently, you did come back with Lee Boy and Fuzz.
Mm,
What
little spin.
what kind of made you want to come back and do this? Did you just miss it?
Man, so obviously, if anyone that doesn't know, Leroy and Fuzz was my number one, um, my go-to segment on all that, or my skit, I would say. A lot of people know me as Leroy, and so my name's Leon. Everyone calls me Lee and Lee Boy around me, so it just like those things are kind of just obviously coincidences, and so it was a fit for Leroy and Fuzz to come back in 2020. And
Okay.
I got a lot of things that I like to talk about, things that I'm interested in. I want everyone to know that it is a character, so
Yeah.
everything that comes out of Leroy's mouth is not necessarily my point of view, but it is, we are joined at the hip, I would say, me and the character.
Oh,
So and just just speaking to that, I kind of feel like the original Leroy was kind of based on me, or just badass kids that just have an alternate point of view. So why not bring it back? You know what I'm saying? And a big motivation too was also just have my kids.
okay. Okay.
It allows me to spend time with them, and also creating or um, chasing a passion of mine, which is writing and research. You know what I'm saying? So this allows me to display those passions in a way that's fun, and then also I can incorporate some nostalgia and tap into my all that audience, because a lot of people, once they see me back around the cast, around the Good Burger time, and going up to visit the show, they are asking me about it. They're asking me to bring it back, and so it wasn't all on me. It's also some of the fan pressure as well. I'm not gonna make it seem like they was knocking my door down, but obviously we're in the quarantine. I got some a little extra time because I usually work a couple jobs. I still got one. Thank you, Jesus, or whoever you guys pray to. Um, but so yeah, so I had a little extra time, and it's a way for me to entertain my kids and, like I said, show off my writing and research passion. So it's been real fun, man. Go check out Leroy and Fuzz on IGTV.
Yeah.
Leroy
Yeah.
Magic is my IG. So yeah, everybody go check that out. I'm on my 5th episode, and you can also see some old Leroy and Fuzz footage from the show as well on my IGTV.
You see him beating up this puppet and throwing his eyes off, and yeah.
Hey, the old, yeah, if you haven't seen the old one and you call yourself a fan of nostalgia, everyone listening, then you need to go check that out. You don't got to go to my IGTV to check that out.
Yeah.
Just put up Leroy and Fuzz, just Google that, and then hopefully you'll be led to Leroy and Fuzz. Eventually it'll happen. So,
Or you just put Leroy and Fuzz all that, if you
yeah.
lazy,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. My bad. Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in there, but yeah, all that Leroy and Fuzz. That's all you. Just go check that out. Share it, like it. So just get the word out about Leroy and Leroy. So, it's all fun for me, man. I'm not, I have a passion just to communicate in general. My passion is going to be more towards media, podcasting, and
Yeah, that's what's up.
enterprise in that way, but why not, tap into a character that, like I said, is so closely related to me. And where he's my spirit animal. People have to, was it you that told me that? Somebody told me that. They're like, Leroy's my spirit animal. I'm like, all
I
right,
ain't say that. I ain't say the spirit
yeah,
animal
because
because I was
you
like,
wouldn't call me an
no.
animal, right? Because I almost wanted to like say something, but I'll be trying to keep it cool with the fans because they don't mean no harm, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, some people some people at conventions, I witness people be creepy, not even trying to, but
Mm,
just I guess, you see somebody on TV that you probably wanted to say something to or ask this one question to for so long that you just
mm.
come off overly excited, overly creepy, but not even trying to be at all. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it. The fans and like kudos to the all that cast again. We know how to handle it. We're like professionals. If you see Kale at any of them conventions, bro,
yeah,
he
yeah,
be
yeah.
running the show. So like, I'll be learning from Big Bro, man. We like, that's a big kudos to our fans. We love, and I mean to the cast and to our fans. We create a great environment when we interact. So everybody go support Lee Boy Magic. Holla.
Yeah. Yep. And whew, we are like almost right to the end. You got any last words before we get out of here?
Man, I just want to appreciate thank you. Just tell you appreciate you for the opportunity and for like all the support that you've given me, because we've been trying to do this for a cool little minute. And like I said, I got some extra time now. These kids, I got them locked out the room, so I'm about to go crazy with them right after this interview. And just appreciate your time and your fans, anybody that's listening, any supporters, like go check me out and holla at me, man. I'm gonna always show love to anybody. If you got something to say it. And in general, everybody just live life the way it's supposed to be, man. Just go have fun and don't go too crazy in this quarantine, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mind occupied with something positive, like this podcast. How?
Yeah, or any other
Mm-hmm.
podcast that you want to listen to, especially
Mm-hmm.
this one. I need the support too. So yeah, go do that. Uh, you said something about Kenan and Kel. I don't know if you was talking about for the podcast.
Oh man, hey, look. In fact, yeah, I got a quick announcement. I'm going to be giving away a Kenan and Kel autograph and a
Okay.
16 by 20 all that painting. So
Oh,
I'm gonna be doing.
okay.
All you gotta do is follow me and tag some friends and get some. We're gonna try to create a little all that fan culture, some fun, and so it's just gonna be, it's just strictly an all that fan giveaway online, straight on my Instagram. I'm gonna drop the. You'll probably see this by the time they hear this. It'll be on my page for sure. So if you are interested in some all that gear, and I got a bunch more to give away too. So this is just the first round. If you share it on your story, you get an extra entry. If you post it in your page, that's an extra 2-3 entries. So we're gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna post all the rules on my story, on my page, on my feed, on everywhere. You're gonna see it if you're following Lee Boy Magic. So yeah, look out for that. We got a 16 by 20, all of that, a custom painting from my
Okay.
boy. He's gonna be tagged as well. You're gonna have to follow him, and you're
Okay.
gonna have to follow me. It's just gonna. I'm gonna try to get as many cast members. Hopefully, they'll want to support and throw in some gear as well. Because I got some signed sweaters. I got some all kind of crazy all that gear. So, and I know
Well,
they got some more too. So I'm gonna tap into them, and we're gonna get them involved in the next one. If not this one, I'm gonna still holler at them for sure.
is it true that y'all get like a all that cast jacket when
Oh
y'all?
yeah, I got all them jackets. I got like 3-4 of
Uh,
them jackets. I'll give them all away for sure. If people respond,
all right, I'm gonna
bro.
have to win that one then. Those jackets look like nice.
It's probably with a black one with a red stripe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I got a couple of those. I kept my gear, man. So a lot of people, because me being young worked out because my mom was always just holding my stuff, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's the show. That is the show from Leon, from me. Actually, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KVNG Primetime, and just support. And whew, end of the road, boys to men, take us out. Primetime is all the time.
You belong to me, I belong to you.